This is part of the protective plate that we have underneath, but I wanted to show it to you because the thickness is impressive. This plate from the Subaru Outback is so thin, I had no idea until now. It's surprising it can withstand so much. Oh wow. This is the one from the 4Runner. The protection on the underside of the Subaru and the 4Runner. I lift them one-handed like cookies. Even a rock could break it in two. You can't move that with one hand, showing the difference in our protection underneath. I'm in Puerto Rico visiting for the first time in 5 years with Honda to make the new Honda Passport. I'm up here in El Yunque. Are we driving off-road with this new SUV? I'll share everything, but first, they welcomed me with good rum here at the San Regis. Let's hit the beach. Like the song says, the sun heats up. Let's look around. My first question to Honda was why choose Puerto Rico for the event and handle all the logistics to bring everything here? Well, the name Passport, they wanted to hold the event in a place where you would need to use your passport to get there. Even though Puerto Rico is part of the United States, I brought my passport. With the new administration deporting migrants, I felt I needed it. I don't want to be sent to El Salvador or anywhere like that. I doubt it will happen, but it's good to be prepared just in case. So, the toughest, most macho, most ridiculously rugged-looking SUV that Honda has made is here. The Honda Trudeau Sport Passport 2026 Elite. They've worked on it for a long time, and I'm going to tell you everything it has, everything they've done. And why is this the main focus? They claim the Toyota 4Runner is superior. I'll list its competitors, but focus mainly on the Toyota 4Runner. What do you think? The other one just has a 4-cylinder hybrid, while this has a V6. Which do you prefer? I asked because of your comments about the other one. No thanks, I don't want that engine. No thanks, I don't want that engine. Hopefully they'll bring back the V6, but here you can choose a V6. Quick break to ask you to subscribe to my channel. This event is super exclusive with only 15 attendees. I'm in the middle of this commotion with hundreds of journalists, thanks to my channel subscribers who got me here and noticed.
It's a very exclusive product that I really liked.
I'll bring you everything they did with it. Thanks for subscribing. Turn on notifications for new videos. If you want more power, technology, and off-road capability to reach places like this. You can't reach this place with any car. You need a capable 4x4. And I think Honda achieved that with this SUV. Let's check it out like I did with other competitors. This one was missing, and its best feature is the good price. Honda's never had such an aggressive SUV thanks to a completely redesigned front end. Check out this non-functional design. It could easily work. I love the LED lights. In the center, this space is where we have some air intakes. The large Honda logo features Trail Sport branding. This Trail Sport Elite has more long-range sensors than before. Look at the hooks we have here at the bottom with a good approach angle, and it's all covered underneath completely with steel plates to protect it. All right. I like what they did. It says Passport on the front, really big sensors. There's a front camera there, and that front camera has a washer to spray water and clean itself. There, I can see it from here. Now, I really like what they did with the front. Share your thoughts on the Passport. Aside from the front and back Passport labels, it looks good. Here, Honda got serious and added their V6. The most powerful one to date. Here we have it. 3.5 liters, 285 horsepower, 262 pound-feet of torque. New 10-speed automatic transmission with faster shifts, new all-wheel drive system and second-generation BTM4, stronger rear differential, 30% stiffer, 7 driving modes, including Trail Sport, including sand for off-road performance. They are determined to conquer that. With this equipment, we can tow 5,000 pounds. So, at the end of the day, it's not just tougher, it's designed to withstand any terrain. Because not only that, the structure of this truck is fully reinforced. The front approach angle is 23 inches. Now we have 18-inch rims. Those tires are 31 super all-terrain. Will you get them like this depending on the model? We have a blind spot detector, high quality camera, 360-degree bird's eye view, and retractable mirrors. I love the side design since this version has absolutely no chrome anywhere. Notice the black pillars, roof rails, and the SUV's height, and how they removed the shark fin antenna and embedded it into those rear side mirrors. It gives us more space for long items, less friction, and many great benefits. We also have keyless entry. I really like what they've done on the lower part with that light catcher, and the doors are really heavy. I really like it because it closes well, it seals well. They spent 5 years developing this and first presented it to the company's executives. They installed everything in a pilot's body to test it on the street, and they loved it. They told them, this will be the passport, just imagine. Same thing in the back. If you look at those rails, like I mentioned before, they're a bit higher so you can load any kind of cargo you want up there. I liked it a lot, a whole lot. The doors are really good with a great opening angle, okay? Does it feel super solid? I need to show you inside too, because the equipment is top-notch and fully equipped. Now we're heading out to El Yunque to drive the Passport off-road. Well, we just arrived here at the Passport field.
All right, let's go. Well, here we're going to go up. Thank you.
We finally made it to the trail part. This is called lead follow, meaning I follow those ahead. I ended up last in line. It's not my favorite way to do these off-roads because I like to stop and repeat something if I enjoyed it. But we're in terrain mode right now. The good thing about this is that this four-wheel drive system, you don't have to worry about doing much. You just put it in that mode and the truck is ready to go. It feels super comfortable. They just said we should press the descent button. You can see the camera here. I activate it using this handle at the end and I can change it. The different modes allow us to have totally different types of visibility. You can see here the very good quality we have on the screen. In general, I like it a lot. I'm getting used to it right now. It has a lot of information. Right now, I just took my foot off. Completely off the brake. She's going down super controlled. I like how it feels and it keeps a good downhill pace without me having to do absolutely anything. I like the new additions here, the small details, Passport quality materials, nice finishes, and a wireless charger with 2 USB connectors. How about we pick up the pace a bit now because we're going kind of slow here going down. Let's go a little faster on the descent. Well, automatically when I touch the accelerator, I turn it off. The sensors analyze if we're going downhill or going straight. To activate or deactivate that, did you just deactivate it while you were talking? Well, we have a double panoramic sunroof, which I also like a lot. The rear view mirror, I have good visibility in all the mirrors. They did a great job and worked on it for a long time. This one has all the bells and whistles and is the most fully equipped for this kind of tour. I don't see the towing package on this one, but I can see it on mine here. Look, automatically, notice that I didn't put it in descent mode here, but automatically when it sensed the elevation change. It just activated because I see it there, it says 5 miles per hour. Since we have a sensor to analyze what would be the tilt, what would be the inclination. All right, it just took it away from me, very good, go ahead. Automatically, we have 2 USB-C connectors, a wireless charger, one 12-volt outlet over here, super equipped, so it's super equipped. They say that this truck is what they call born to be wild, for adventure to be wild. There are 7 driving modes, but I won't change them now. Trail and Sun are what we're going to be using right now. Because in the end, it's not just a more powerful SUV, but it's also designed to withstand any type of terrain. Honda reinforced the entire Passport structure to boost on and off-road performance. Like I am right now, here we have a bit of terrain prepared by them to go over some obstacles. Because it has 72% lateral rigidity in the front, which improves stability and great cornering response. And it has 50% more torsional rigidity in the rear, which reduces chassis twisting. In practice more than anything. This means it has better stability and better precision on the roads with less chassis flex in corners. When you're doing what they call sudden maneuvers, look, right now I have an elevation here where I haven't had to make any effort. It's reminding me, I used to drive a Vigo ID that works as if it were electric, and this is reminding me of going uphill like this, in this way. More resistance on roads, off-road, and on uneven terrain. This isn't difficult terrain since it's prepared, but it has some deformation. That's what they want us to feel when we talk about chassis rigidity. Most importantly, if you have a crash, the structure distributes the impact energy more effectively from side to side. And that's important too. All that rigidity helps us have less noise, less vibration inside. All of that is thanks to the structure, which is now much more rigid. 7% more lateral rigidity, which improves precision in curves, with maneuvering stability. New rigid subframe mounted, which reduces flexing and improves the driving feel. The suspension arms are made of forged steel, and that's what I'm doing right now. What does all this improve? What they call rough terrain. Look at the kind of incline I have here right now. There, I felt that it slipped a little bit in the back. Okay, I'm going, never letting up on the accelerator as I follow Kelly's instructions. They're applauding me, but let's consider one thing. This is excellent testing, clearly showing what this car can do. But all of this is prepared and super controlled so that nothing goes wrong here. These are terrains prepared by them, of course. I mean, you really have to be fair. It has aluminum knuckles, which lower the weight when suspended. It also enhances suspension response. And all their mounting points are much more rigid, which improves durability and enhances the car's dynamic behavior. All of this we're doing now is pretty basic. Look at the speed I'm going. I'm not going fast at all. This version, the Elite, is not just an aesthetic package, but the hardware, the tools are real for the robots. Even the off-road suspension is tuned for better comfort. Okay, on terrains, what they call, like right now, rough terrains, whoops. A few times here, I already felt it scraping against the steel plates underneath. Protecting the engine, the transmission, the gas tank, okay, all the components they call vital components, and that's what those steel plates underneath protect. And the camera, that's called trail watch. What we're seeing right now is 360 degrees, and the graphics are also very good. Let's pick up the pace so we stay on track, and don't forget to use the correct tires. This one comes with what's called grabber mudders. They're 18 inches, developed exclusively for this truck. The current mode, one of 3, logically controls torque. But if your tire is built for the Passport's precision, you'll immediately sense something is off. That's why the wheels, the terrain tires are super important, okay? This screen is 12.3 inches. It has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, both wireless. The one inside here is 10.2 inches with illuminated graphics. At this Trail Sport level, keep in mind there are other versions too. And these seats I have here in the front are called body stabilizing seats, which are supposed to reduce or eliminate fatigue. When it comes to long trips and the Bose sound system, this speaker we have is a 12 speaker system, very good, okay? Here we're starting to go up an elevation, but party? What I like is that despite this steep incline we're on right now, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm almost leaning forward here. She's not slipping or anything. I'm going up all of this just fine. Now the ground is dry, but I'd like to see what would happen if this were a slightly wet surface. To really see the difference, look at the steel plates, especially the one she's standing on at the bottom. It's clear there. They waited here so I wouldn't fall behind, but I prefer being last because it gives me a chance. I'd love to fly the drone here, but you have to follow lead, follow rules. And this isn't just a truck, an SUV as they call it. That's super capable, but it's also super safe. I'm going up just fine and haven't felt underpowered at any point, which I like. Another important thing, depending on the model you get, you have here a kind of suede that looks really nice, and I have a bit of carbon fiber imitation. Here, memory for 2 seats, this is a cup holder, and here you can also store things at the bottom. With matching stitching in the Trustport logo color, same as the hooks on the front part. One very important thing to mention. Do you see the toe points we have at the front? I show them to you in many cars, right? But today I asked how much can I pull so that it holds up. It's attached to the lower chassis, so nothing gets damaged. This can handle twice this truck's weight. It's built for that, so you can easily pull this and another like it from here. And if you look at what I'm showing you in this video here, they have them suspended on a crane from the top, one below the other, because that's its capacity. It's special since they're giving us proof that supports what I'm saying, not just nonsense. One super important thing to point out is that there are some SUVs on the market, like this one, that have a third row of seats. But back there, you're packed in like a tamale. They're only good for putting your mother-in-law back there. The rest is fine, because here we do have good space. Now I'm going to show what we have behind the cargo space. But here, for example, these seats are pushed way forward. Up here, there's a place to put your phone. Air conditioning vents in the back with cooling for the seats, heating. One of the two. It depends on your location. It will include either one. 2 iOS Vice connectors, each at 115 volts. At the bottom, all the air conditioning controls, the sunroof comes up to here. The upper part, the seats. Of course, you already know that they fold down. 60, 40, leaving a huge cargo space here, which I like much more, and I'm going to leave it down. For when they show it from the back now, so you can see how it looks. And a speaker also in the door. Cup holders here and there. Cup holders down here at the bottom. Lots of space. That's right, it has a lot of space. I'd use rubber mats in this model, the ones you bring to these places, to keep them clean. I also need to correct something I told you. I'm not even going to take it out of the video because when you make a mistake, you make a mistake. They just showed me this with the technical information pamphlet. When I looked underneath, I saw a space below. I thought the spare wheel was going to be underneath. The spare wheel isn't inside here. I'm going to show it to you now. I wanted to show you how large the cargo space is. I really like it because here you can put camping gear to do whatever you want. You can even put a mattress in here to sleep. I would do it perfectly well, really well. And down here at the bottom where the spare tire is, this comes off completely and perfectly. I really like the space here. It's a wheel. It's also an 18-inch wheel. The one we have here is not an all-terrain wheel or a terrain wheel like that one. But to solve the problem and fix it, it's good. There's a button here to lower the trunk, either from this spot or another location. An important fact is that it's the same size as the previous version. The wheelbase is now 2.7 inches longer with a shorter front and a greater distance between them. Now it gives the truck much better stability, a much better center of gravity, so it drives much better. It seemed the size didn't increase since the front changed so much, so what happened? That's what happened. Now it's almost 3 inches, the wheelbase position, quite a lot. I'm flying the drone. I just set up the car. In descent control, it does this automatically. I saw that it gave a little bump down there. It's very gentle, but it did it. It does it very well. I mean, I'm not gonna touch the brake. It's doing this automatically by itself. You can see that it doesn't slip. I can see everything clearly on the camera, everything here. All right, look, the angle is pretty steep. Let's see if when I get out of descent control, the maneuver is super easy. I haven't felt any slipping or that it gets stuck at any moment. It handles everything automatically, so you don't need to lock or do anything. If something's needed, it does it itself. That's great here. Let's take a few curves. Well, this comes with what's called Honda Sensing super improved. You've already seen the camera, you've seen the radars, automatic braking, improved cross-traffic assistance. We also have here on the road new front airbags that are redesigned to reduce injuries in 3 different areas. I didn't know that. We continue with automatic hill descent on. The blind spot sensors also come with what they call greater range, greater distance, since that's what they're doing. In the presentation, they said Honda focuses not just on the car, but also on protecting you as a key point. This competes directly with the Toyota 4Runner and Bronco Sport. That's what I'm going to do next week with the Subaru Outback, with the Nissan Pathfinder. Rock Creek, I made a video about that truck. What is this missing compared to the competition? For example, a hybrid engine, a third row of seats, those are things it's missing. Now let's talk about fuel consumption, because you always ask me about fuel consumption. So let's talk about it. As for the competition, the Trail Sport gives you 21 miles per gallon, the 4Runner gives you 17 miles per gallon, and the Grand Cherokee gives you 19 miles per gallon. So is it more efficient and uses less fuel? People always ask me that question regardless of the car's price. So Nissan and Toyota have hybrid versions, and the market is moving away from electrification but more towards hybrids. It's missing, but they may have it ready soon. And what if we talk? Jeep also offers a 4xe version, which I've already reviewed on my channel. That's a plug-in, so you have a lot of miles of range there, also with the battery. Another thing is that it lacks more customization options. The Jeep and the Bronco have a lot of ways to customize them, really a lot. This one can also send 70% of torque to the rear axle. It starts at around $46,000, so it's well priced and well equipped. Is this Honda's most powerful engine for this model? There are many options. So what will you choose? Are you buying one of these or choosing the 4-cylinder hybrid? What will you do? I really like this. We need to see what option could be added. I need to hear what you all have to say in that feedback that's coming my way now. This is a great product. A great product that I saw. I analyzed it a lot. I met with the engineers, with the designers. They've worked harder than you can imagine, and they have something really nice in their hands, except for the headlight washer, which they left out here, of course. But besides that, everything's really good. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. You know we're here thanks to you because you subscribe and support me. So see you next time. I'm designing a new cap with my logo on top. They'll be here soon. See you next time. We were just asked to switch to arena mode now. It looks like we're about to enter an area because we're next to the sea. Here we're right by the water. That makes sense. Wow, spectacular. There's a bit of sand on this path. I just saw it.
Let's go.
Let's go next to the water. Wow. Very good. At no point did he stop. He didn't even slip or anything. Look how interesting this is. I just put the phone to charge, but the car keychain was there and it says caution. A metal object between the phone and the charger when it says caution. Wow, did you know that?
Just that.
Speak, Wemby, just that.
Wembe, just that.
Speak, Wemby,